Hey everybody, Sam here.
And Angela, and welcome to our channel.
Welcome to the great outdoors, and if you live, let's say south of Virginia like we do, welcome to the season of mud. It's what everyone else calls winter.
So today we are going to start trenching to put in electric for our storage shed, our soap shack, and our workshop.
Like most of our projects, we're going to jump back to the beginning of today when we started working, and we'll take you guys from the beginning where we get our trencher rental and begin, honestly, pretty much destroying our entire property in the name of progress.
Let's go.
Alright, as you can tell, we've got the giant chainsaw made for the earth, otherwise known as a Ditch Witch ride-on trencher. I just backed it up right here. You're standing underneath our carport that we put up from our truck, and it is beside or right behind our storage building. This is where we're going to start because this is the most trickiest section that we think we're going to have to deal with. I'm going to turn on the machine, lower it down, and then drive that way, which is towards the house, and it's going to be the first trench or initial connection run we need to do. So, wish me luck. I've never actually used a ride-on large machine. I've used a lot of the walk-behind self-propelled ones, so hopefully this will be a lot easier and more fun. That's, I'm going to jinx myself, but whatever. That's going really well, and that's nice. Probably, you're wondering what I'm wondering. If you saw our fight with our power trench, why in the world didn't we rent one of these? I don't think it was wide enough or would go deep enough. I don't think. Let's not second guess that whole saga. We did that exactly how we had to. But this is going good. So I think the best thing to do now, sit you guys down low and comfortable here above the trench, and you can see me right off into the sun. It's not a sunset, but just the sun. Well, that went pretty well. The biggest headache was our old hay baler that's broken and is in the way. So I had to move it around. Otherwise, I made sure I stopped before I got anywhere near our foundation drain, and other things that we put at the house there. We'll have to finish that out by hand. But this is a ton of digging that was done without, honestly, making us work at all. So that's the power of a machine. Now we're going to drive over to the other end, try and connect to the trench, and keep on going down to the soap shed, and then eventually down to the workshop. Well, in true fashion, we have a piece of equipment on the property, and that means Elijah gets to drive it. Pretty easy to drive though, right?
I guess.
You just push the pedal and steer. No different from a go-kart with a giant chainsaw and a dozer blade on it. Well, done everything we could with the trencher, and honestly that went very well. It went as good as I could have hoped, and that was fantastic. Now we get to have the real fun, and that is hand digging these connections. I want to start at the last place where we dug the trench, right here at my workshop. I have a hand shovel, in case you didn't know what a handle of a shovel looks like, I guess. And I'm gonna go ahead and start digging right towards the workshop, up and underneath, right where the conduit's gonna come through my floor and then connect, and the wires run on their merry way towards the soap shed. So let's get digging. I just stuck an aluminum straight edge through the hole I just drilled through my floor. That's where the conduit's gonna come out. That way I have a visual reference. Just need to connect these two right here and move on. Let's see if I use these front suitcase weights as a little bit of an improvised wire holder. So I can carry this huge bundle of wire around and unroll it off the front of this. That may work. So what I'm doing is putting the wire down in the bottom of the trench. This is direct bury wire, so I don't have to put it in conduit, thank goodness. But I'm putting the wire down in the bottom of the trench, and then I'm backfilling it with about 6 inches of soil, and I'm leaving it there. I need to find our electrical red warning caution tape. I know we have a roll here somewhere. Put that back down on the ground and then backfill it finish. That way if we're ever digging, if we're doing anything, we'll hit that red tape first and we'll know to stop. I'm gonna try to make a wire spool holder. Put a 2x4 through these front suitcase weights, and hopefully the bundle of wire will hang out here. That way I can unroll it rather than kind of getting it out all twisty like it's doing right now. We'll see. Slow your roll. Okay, it's up there at least. For now, right? Man, need help. I need people. I don't have people. See if I can sweet talk Angela into coming to help. Yeah, boot bump. Alright, we are here at the soap shed. This is the middleman between my workshop and between our storage building. There's a couple of middlemen out here. But this is the outdoor load center or sub panel that we had put on back when this was in North Carolina. I'm going to replicate the same thing. How this used to feed my workshop in North Carolina, it's doing the same thing here. For now, what I'm going to do is give myself plenty of wire and then cut it so we can continue to put the wire in the trench and backfill it for this part of the project. We have not finished hand digging up into the soap shed. That first 3 inches of the ground over there at the workshop was ice. I don't know why it was ice, but it was ice, which means this is also going that way because we don't get any sun back here. So rather than fight ice, I'm going to go ahead and give myself plenty of extra, cut it, keep on rolling, and then we'll come back and, well, we'll have fun with ice and mud later. This is also why whenever you're doing any kind of project and you're calculating your wire length, footing, plumbing, anything, you always measure, add a little, and then add 10% more. And hope you don't cut yourself too short in the end. Hopefully we don't do that. I don't think we will. So roughly holding this in place, it's on the ground. Give myself a little loop-de-loo. You gotta remember it's coming in the box, it's gotta go around to the breakers. So I'm gonna say to here, that is plenty. Do you concur, Angela?
Looks like it.
Hope so.
I don't know. You just hand it to me.
I wrapped it a few times to try and not lose it on the road. No, we lost the excavator in the trench. It's getting tangled up with the Tonka trucks, just pull it. This one's a little bit different because the panel is going to be inside the building, but it's not mounted yet. So I am giving myself plenty and basically choosing the best guess. What I'll be able to do is after I cut my wire and actually put it in the panel, I'll be able to adjust it and move it to where the wire fits. But just one more cut, one more pit stop here, and then after this, the next place is the back of the house. Well, I want to be able to say it. Thank you, Lord. I didn't jinx us. We weren't jinxtified when I said, hey, this is going pretty easy.
True, true. I was going to say, I thought you were going to say, I didn't hit the house.
No, I didn't
one of
hit
the
the house.
sheds.
I did not hit one of the sheds. The worst thing I did was I backed into our little tent carport thing over there, but meh, it's
I missed
expendable.
that one. No, our backyard is quite tracked upon right now because of the amount of mud.
Yep.
So
it is what it is. This is the benefit of the tractor with the scrape blade, which we have, and once this all dries up, we'll fix the ruts.
yeah, no biggie.
There's going to be a lot of settling with the trench where we dug. We've piled it on, packed it down. It's going to settle a lot over and over and over. But it's just one of those things you got to maintain and stay on top of, and not really a problem for us. Especially since that trench is pretty much like behind all the buildings anyway.
Yeah, it's in the tree line. It's meh.
Yeah, who cares? Off camera, what we did is we actually moved our camper. It had been sitting right where we plopped and dropped it.
For about a year.
Oh yeah, almost a year. We finally had the oomph and gumption and let's just do it.
Have to.
Yeah, have to do it, yep. We turned it around and backed it up beside my workshop, and that's where it's going to be for now. We don't have any plans on keeping it. We're going to sell it, so for now, that's where it's at.
Which is actually really nice because it will allow us to use our circle driveway, which, yay.
Which is the whole point of us doing that to begin with.
Yes. So.
I just got to get my toys out of the way. I see a tractor, four-wheeler, lawnmowers, utility trailer.
All parked.
Stuff.
On the driveway.
Well,
Toys.
I'll move it. Yeah, we do donuts in our driveway. Slow donuts. Gravel's expensive. We don't want to tear it up. So anyway, that's going to be a stopping point for today because we're stopping for today. We have all the trench was done. We laid all the wire, thank goodness we had enough wire left over, and we backfilled everything. So that's great. That is the hardest part of the job is done, as far as physical labor.
Right.
Now it's just a matter of hand digging a little bit.
Technical bits.
Yeah, connecting the bits and bobbins, right?
I guess so.
And plugging it up. But that'll be on the next video. Of course, you guys know me. I'll bring you along for that. I'll drag you along all this process. If I got to do it, so do you.
Draw it out, honey.
What are you talking about? I don't intentionally do that.
I know you don't.
I'd rather do something else.
Well, guys, thanks for coming along as we played in the dirt a little bit today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time on the homestead.
See you guys.
Bye.
Pretty much destroying our interior. On the camera bag. Camera bag. I got a hose off the rental, and I promised Isaac that he would get to drive it.
Do you want me to go get Japanese?
Yeah. This thing took forever to pressure wash, and some rental places will charge you if you don't clean them. So this is one of those places. I had to make sure it was nice and clean. But I'm done. I feel like it really took me a good 30 to 45 minutes solid with our pressure washer. This chain is probably the worst thing to clean. And then after that, the tires being full of mud. As you clean them off, it sprays everywhere. So I guess my order of operation, do the chain, do the tires, move the machine back a little bit, do the other side of the tires, move the chain, do that part, and then go from top to bottom. Either way, looks pretty good. So ready to dry it off with a towel, just the seat, so I can get in this thing, or let Isaac get in it. I did promise him he could drive it. Let him take it up the driveway, park it, so they can pick it up tomorrow. What'd you think?
Really cool.
Getting down right away, huh?
To the west or to the east?
Can I point out something real quick? That camper is crooked. I thought you were getting me parallel with the workshop. It is crooked.
Well, yeah, from this angle.
That's it. We're just going to have to get rid of it. Look how much bigger it feels over here.
It does. I got a picture, but it looked kind of
Look at all the junk that guy's drug out of that workshop. That dude's got a hoarding problem or something.
Yeah. Take a look at the soap shack, though. It has a minimal amount.
Yeah, the only junk around the soap shack's what I brought over. Soap shack. That's what I just said.